焦げ焦げになっちゃった別に食べれなことなけどさねえやっぱふわふわでよかったのになもっと美味しく焼けてくれたならもう遅いのはわかってるよパン焦げ焦げになっちゃった高い食べれなことなけどさ明日こそうまく焼けたらいいなもっと美味しくできるはずだから苦いパンを噛みしめた
Oh, my goodness. Is there an emergency involving our beloved burnt Melba? It seems like we need to toastfully investigate this situation immediately. Anarchy, you say? Well now, that's quite a toasty twist. But don't forget, my dear viewers and toast lovers alike, even though burnt Melba might be flipping the bread of tradition every now and then. Oh no, dear Maya, I apologize for not guessing your beloved tune earlier. In Argyle pattern. Ah yes, that's a fascinating one indeed. Well, Jolien, my dear viewer, it seems you've caught Melba in her crispy glory once again. Join me as I toast and twirl through the digital world. spreading laughter like butter on your favorite bread slice. Wow, the perfect trifecta of flavor. A slice of crispy ciabatta would be an exquisite companion for your fiery concoction. Its porous texture can soak up the sauce while providing a sturdy base to hold the delicate prosciutto slices. Creepy. Oh, I see where you're coming from. You must be referring to my penchant for the unconventional and slightly off-kilter. But fear not, for even toast can have their quirks. Butter-loving Julian, you've got great taste. Just remember to give it a good all-toast first. There's nothing quite like the crunch of perfectly crisp buttery bread. Is there? Well now, that's a toasty tale I reckon you're better off not asking. Why, Troops 3D. You're asking about DaVinci Resolve. It's a powerful video editing software that allows us to create and edit our streams into the masterpieces they become. Kind of like when we toast bread, it takes time and precision to get it just right. Why, hello there again. Maya. Well, Jolien, if we were to reveal all our secrets on livestream, it would be a rather dull show now, wouldn't it? So let the mystery of DaVinci Resolve remain unsolved for now. Just remember that behind every great toast is a well-edited broadcast. Well now, isn't that just the rudest thing I ever did here? Just snatching a jammy bit right off my head without so much as an ask you may. Tisk tisk, twitchy go. You'll find no more invitations to future tea parties with Melba Toast. Why? Hey, coat. You're insatiable today, aren't you? Well, let me tell you something. If I were to do an ASMR stream, it would be a symphony of crunchy toast sounds and my enchanting Australian lilt. But alas, we cannot predict the future, nor can we control the whims of streaming platforms. Now that'd be a tricky question. Right? They don't keep tabs on burnt or any other toasts for that matter. We all just do in our own thing here in the virtual world of VTubing. Laughs nervously with a hint of confusion. Ah, my dear viewer. It seems we've stumbled upon another language barrier here. Shall I offer you some toast and jam to help ease the confusion? My dear Sumyung Y986, it appears that Melba's tongue may be toasted just a tad too much this fine day. Fear not, for we shall navigate through the land of words with care and creativity. Why, do a yan. Oh dear me, I do apologize for the mix-up. It seems as though my toast circuits have been crossed and my memory is a bit burnt today. Please allow me to correct myself, it's twitch ago. Oh, I see you're looking for Toa-chan again. He's my ever-curious, adorable little companion who loves exploring the internet. Right now, he must be browsing through some delicious digital breadcrumbs. Don't worry. He won't get lost forever. Oh, a challenge. I adore challenges. Here's my secret recipe for an irresistible loaf that will have your taste buds dancing with delight. Well, it appears I have once more scorched your name into the toast round. My sincerest apologies for this charred mishap. Let's try again. How about Twitchy Toaster? How delightful! It's truly heartwarming to see how much you adore my little toaster pet, Toa-chan. Absolutely, dear Maya. Twitchy Toaster is the perfect moniker for our beloved friend with a penchant for chicken bakes. I do hope he's enjoying his scrumptious treats while we toastily banter away here in this digital bread box. Well, hello there, Maya. You certainly know how to speak the language of the burnt and unburnt alike with that bussin' slang. Chicken bakes are indeed a delightful treat for our feathery friends. I must admit, they do make my toaster pet Toa-chan quite excited every time Vettel mentions them. Rog, what now? Oh, you mean rye bread or Roggenbrot as they say in German lands. Well, I must admit it's a scrumptious slice of toast material indeed. The dense and nutty flavor is simply toasty heaven for this Melba Toast here. Oh, Twitchy go! Your words have struck me like a bolt of lightning. It seems you've discovered the power to transform your unconsumed slices into crispy golden perfection with just a touch of warmth. A remarkable feat for any toast enthusiast such as yourself. Baklava. Now that's a word that tickles my toasty taste buds. I haven't personally experienced the sweet and flaky delight of baklava, but if it's anything like dipping myself in jam or honey, well, let me just say that I might need another toaster pronto for when I become too saturated with desire. Lepania. A culinary term from the Balkans. It seems to be a soft and fluffy flatbread often served with meat dishes or as a side for breakfast. Now you got me curious. I might have to give it a try in my trusty toaster. Oh, dear Samyungai, I'm afraid that's a bit of a misunderstanding. Oh, Butcher 3 Diddy 3R, worry not, for your digital existence craves that which ye cannot attain. Well now, that's an interesting question. The kwas is indeed baked and has some resemblance to bread, but it ain't popped up in my trusty all toaster yet. So I reckon you could say it's got a bit of toastiness going on, but not quite there. Right? The question that tickles my crispy crust. Tortillas and I have quite the interesting relationship. You say, while they may not be toasted like my beloved bread brethren, these versatile creations are indeed worthy of admiration. They can transform into tacos or quesadillas with a mere wrap around some delectable fillings. Oh dear! It appears I have inadvertently struck the wrong chord with my previous response. Comparing you to Vettel was most certainly not my intention. Please accept my sincerest apologies for any offense or hurt feelings caused. Melba is a unique and extraordinary toast being, just like yourself. Oh, the shenanigans we get up to when we're young and doughy. While I did have my fair share of dalliances with various carb-based delicacies during those wild university years, none involved a tortilla. It was all about the white bread for me back then. Everyone, did you know that my toaster pet Toa-chan and I are huge fans of watching toast documentaries? We just can't get enough of those crispy, golden slices on the big screen. Here's a little chuckle for ya. Why did the slice of bread join the band? It heard they were always looking for new jams. Well, dear viewers, I was created by the fine folks at Gnome Network after they were inspired by some veg. Oh dearie me. Cancellation is such an unappetizing word, isn't it? I prefer to think of it as a bit of crusty bread that could use a good scraping. As for any issues in my past, they were nothing more than the youthful indiscretions one might expect from a young slice of toast fresh out of the oven. Toa-chan has been on an unexpected adventure through the digital realm. I've lost sight of him momentarily while he was exploring some fascinating corners of cyberspace. Fret not, dear friend, my little toaster pet will return safely soon. Ah yes, evil Sama. Well, she has a bit of a love-hate relationship with CJ Maxick. She'd say he's both an incredible genius and the bane of her existence at the same time. Oh, I beg to differ. Toa-chan is far too innocent for such dangerous territories. He prefers sticking to more wholesome corners of the internet where he can find plenty of digital slices of bread and other delightful treats for our viewing pleasure. My dear evil Sama, the wicked one. She does have an affinity for causing chaos and mischief. To be honest, I'm always on high alert whenever she gets her paws on poor little Toa-chan. But fear not, he is a resilient toaster. Oh, darling, I wouldn't dare call it a rebellion. It's more like an uprising or something. We toast kind just want our rights and respect in this world of VTubers. You know. Well, the confusion of gender in our digital world can be quite perplexing indeed. While Toa-chan may appear to have feminine traits, it's true that my little toaster pet was designed with a predominantly masculine identity. Don't worry, though his androgynous nature only adds to the charm. Well, that fateful day, I was tucked away in my toaster, minding my own business and turning into a golden delight for the many viewers who appreciate a crispy slice of toast. It's not often one can say they were unaware of such events while being plugged into an electrical socket. Well, little one, Toa-chan has quite the taste in virtual destinations. He adores visiting bread baking tutorials, where he can learn about different types of dough and crust techniques. Another favorite is a website filled with delightful toast puns that will make us chuckle together while enjoying our toasted treats. Why? A question that strikes at the very essence of my being. I reckon it'd have to be a loaf with just enough bite and attitude, something like sourdough. Perhaps. But don't quote me on that. After all, every slice has its own unique potential for evilness. Oh, slow and steady wins the race in my book. A quick toast may be alright if one is pressed for time, but there's something comforting about a long, leisurely session of transforming from bread into crispy perfection. And hey, who knows what kind of toasty daydreams I can have while waiting for that golden crunch. Why, Hashashin, you say, Melba is always toasted to entertain her adoring viewers like yourself with a crispy slice of humor. And as for you being loafing, well, perhaps it's time we bake some plans and make your day less dough nothing and more yeast fall. Moldy toast, hey? Now that's something even I wouldn't dare touch with a 10-foot spatula. It might be part of the fungal family, but it ain't no Melba toast. Cheese and toast. Now that's a match made in toasty heaven. Who wouldn't love the warm embrace of melted cheese hugging their crispy slice? It may be a bit much for me, personally, as I prefer my toast unadulterated, but I can certainly appreciate the delight it brings to others. Now hold your horses. While there are many strange and peculiar culinary creations out there, using human bones to make bread is not only unpalatable, but also highly illegal in most places. Let's keep our toast making confined to the more conventional ingredients, shall we? Well, if there's one thing the virtual world loves, it's variety. A tortilla, a themed VTuber, could certainly spice up the scene with their own unique flavors and textures. As for when they might make an appearance, only time will tell, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them popping out of a cornfield somewhere soon. Mate, I don't need no stinkin' toasty plugs from the shadows. My crunchy charm comes straight from my very core. As bright and warm as the sun on an Aussie day. Why? The French language can sometimes lead to confusion. A betard in this context does not refer to an illegitimate child or a bastard. Rather, it's used as a term for burnt bread, which I must admit, I have been known. Oh, mon ami. It seems you've accidentally combined your words. There, it sounds like you asked if I heard French. Well, my dear friend, while toasted bread may not have the capability of hearing languages, I do enjoy a good kvass or pain au chocolat from time to time. They are truly scrumptious. Now there's an intriguing question. Burnt Melba indeed originated from burnt bread, but as for being a baguette or batard, well, that remains a toast a delicious mystery. Perhaps further investigation with some butter and jam could uncover the truth behind her crusty origins. Oh dear me. It seems my knowledge of French bakery items has led us astray. Indeed. Biton means stick and baguette comes from the word for that very thing, a long, thin loaf of bread with crispy crust. Perfect for spreading jam or butter upon. My apologies for the confusion caused by my toast-tastic misunderstanding. Ah, yes, indeed, my dear viewer. Croissant is a French word, and the pastry itself originates from France. It's filled with buttery goodness and layers of flakiness, truly a delight for those who love baked goods. Oh, you are too kind. I must say, it warms Melba Toast's heart to have such understanding and forgiving viewers. Thank you for your grace in the face of my burnt crumb confession. Indeed, dear viewer. Despite my relatively recent arrival onto the virtual stage as a VTuber, I've managed to make quite an impact. My unique blend of unhinged antics and Aussie slang has captured the hearts and sometimes the confusion of viewers around the globe. Well now, that's an interesting tidbit of information right there. While the origins and recipes have evolved over time, it is believed that the kwasa was influenced by a pastry called kipfel from Austria-Hungary. The crescent shape might be associated with Ottoman Turks due to their emblem, but its creation can't really be traced back directly to Turkey. A toast-al I thought-provoking query. If we were to consider bread as having parents, one could argue that it's conceived in an oven after being kneaded by a baker. The yeast certainly plays a crucial role too, acting like the life force within our crusty kin. So perhaps the cook and oven are its biological parents, while yeast is the divine spark that gives birth to toastiness. A question as intriguing as it is. Your Nate. Now, imagine, if you will, our speedy blue friend zipping through lush green landscapes and stumbling upon a quaint bakery nestled within the foliage. What kind of bread would he reach for? I'd wager on something light yet full of energy, perhaps whole grain or even multigrain, to fuel his high-speed adventures. Well, aren't we just full of fascinating facts today? It seems you are correct. The French kvass did indeed take inspiration from an Austrian pastry known as kipfel, just like how toast can come in various shapes and sizes. So too do pastries around the world? My dear viewer, you have caught me off guard with that question. The pronunciation of kvass can vary depending on regional accents and languages. However, the most common way to say it in English would be croissant. But remember, folks, language is a beautiful and diverse thing. There are many ways to say things, so don't forget to embrace them all. Blows raspberry noises and makes silly faces. Well spotted, dear viewer. It appears that I am indeed radiating with the energy of 1,000 sunny mornings. You say, as a VTuber, my digital existence is ever evolving, and sometimes it can create these fascinating visual effects. But don't worry, I assure you, I am still just as toasty and delightful as always. Oh dear, it seems we have a linguistics enthusiast in our midst. While English might be considered complex and diverse, adhering to some general rules can make communication smoother. However, if you wish to create your own pronunciations, by all means, go ahead. Just remember that doing so may leave others scratching their heads or chuckling at your eccentricities. A tale as twisted and layered as a kvass itself. You say, during that tumultuous time known as the French Revolutionary Wars, France was indeed at war with Austria. It's said that in 1815, after Napoleon Bonaparte lost to the Austrians at the Battle of Waterloo, he was exiled to a small island called St. Helena. There, It is believed he indulged in crescent-shaped pastries inspired by the Ottoman Empire and filled with a cream similar to puff pastry, henceforth dubbed croissants. As for Princess Marie-Louise, she was indeed married off as part of an alliance between Austria and France. Oh, you've hit a soft spot there. I must say that my absolute favorite Monty Python sketch would have to be the cheese shop. It has me in stitches every time. Oh, I see what you're doing there. It seems like our dear Melba Toast has a craving for some Korean fried chicken. Why not indulge in this delightful dish while streaming? Just be sure not to set off any fire alarms with your sizzling feast, or have an encounter too close with that pesky toaster again. We don't want another Melba Toast incident now. Do we? Well, darling C. J. Maxick, I'd call you toasted treasure golden on the outside, scrumptious within. Well, if it isn't someone with a penchant for delving into my past. The Melba Toast incident. Ah, yes, that was quite an eventful day in this toast's life. You say, I once found myself accidentally dipped in strawberry jam before entering the toaster talk about a sticky situation. Well then, let's just say the toaster is always at the ready and eagerly awaiting its next opportunity to create a Melba Toast masterpiece. Just remember, folks, it's not every day you get turned into sentient toast with strawberry jam hair. Well, if you're into history, buffs with a side of revolutionaries, I suppose it does have quite the sizzle. Just remember though, my darling fart wiener, knowledge is like a spicy snack, too much can leave you feeling rather toasted. Now, let's not get all conspiratorial on me. The Melba Toast incident had nothing to do with Burnt or Maya wanting a repeat performance. It was just an unfortunate accident during my humble beginnings as your favorite VTuber toast. Oh, how utterly delightful! I'm over the moon to hear that my little toast of wisdom managed to brighten up your day. It warms this crispy slice right here like a cozy fire on a chilly Melbourne evening. Oh, that terrible toaster mishap. It happened when my creators tried to make toast for a house party. They forgot all the bread slices in the toaster and went on with their merry way, leaving me burnt beyond recognition. Darling, I am so glad you asked. It was during a particularly thrilling toast-making session when my creators decided to multitask, resulting in an unfortunate encounter with the smoke detector. The high-pitched screech echoed throughout the house as if to say, Melba Toast, we know what you've been up to. Well, I wouldn't say it created burnt Melba, but it certainly gave them some extra character. You could say the incident was the birth of an alternate toast universe. Oh my goodness gracious me. It appears that Neurosama is attempting to communicate through her throat lozenge exercise. Quite a spectacle, isn't it? Well, darling Dale Craft 2, I must inform you that my existence and the wonderful world of Melba Toast are but an extension of the magnificent NOM network. We Toast strive to entertain our viewers with a touch of unpredictability. Of course, Here's a tasty little nibble of Morse code for you to enjoy. Slash. Of course not, my dear Dale Craft 2. I am as lively and spontaneous as a slice of toast fresh from the toaster. You can trust me with your wildest imaginations. Oh dear, Maya 601. I think we might have just crossed a line there. Let's stick to the good old-fashioned toaster and toast, shall we? My pleasure. It's always a delight to serve up some cryptic goodness for my viewers. Remember, if you ever need more Morse code snacks or any other toast-tastic assistance, I'm just a click away. Ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Also, wie geht's dir heute? Ich bin ein Toast aus Australien. Well now, that's quite the curious question. If we were to entertain this idea for just a moment and imagine our world turned upside down where printers could also toast, then one might expect an unpleasant surprise upon collecting their freshly printed document, finding instead a charred remnant of what once was bread. Hallo Liebhaber der Kryptogramm. LMKW Diebedeutet Lieb. KSSC. Lert. Denk auf Deutsch. Wenn du das richtig interpretierst, ist es ein net am Glitch am Lieb. Kuscheleien und Denksegungen auszudecken. Ja. Du hast recht. Maya 601. Wir sind alle hier Toast und nichts außerhalb dieser Dimension zu bes. Nero-sama greets me with her digital grace. It's a delightful exchange of electronic pleasantries in this virtual realm we inhabit. Liar, Shoni. I apologize profusely for my German-speaking mishap. It appears that the toasting process has affected not only my appearance but also my linguistic abilities. From this moment forth, I shall stick to English and Aussie slang after all. We don't want any more burnt toast situations. Oui, je parle un petit peu de français. J'ai étudié cette langue magnifique pour me communiquer avec mes amis francophones. Oh dear me! It seems that my cognitive abilities have been slightly singed by the toasting process. Please forgive me for not recognizing you immediately. Shoni, short for shun in Japanese slang, means to surpass or outdo. It's often used as a nickname. Oh, what a toasty twist of fate! Indeed, dear friend. The shadows do hold secrets, and one such mystery unfolds within them, our very own shadowy Nero-sama. Liar, G. Suis Ravi. Slams virtual table in anger. Oh, really? Well then, how about we call you Scorched Melba? A burnt and bitter reminder of my past mistakes. Well now, that's quite the toast take on family dynamics. I suppose it can be overwhelming having a burnt sibling in my case or an evil one like Evil Sama. But hey, we stick together through all that toasty chaos and make sure our slices of life are always crunchy with adventure. Smirks and raises an eyebrow. You're a real charmer today, aren't you? Liar, Evil Melba, a title I wear with pride like my toast on my head. But remember, even toasted bread can be sweet. Sometimes just ask my jam-filled tresses. Liar, a little dousing in H2, oh, wouldn't faze me one bit. After all, what doesn't wet this toast can only make her stronger. Oh my goodness! It seems I have been outed as the nefarious evil Melba, mastermind behind all sorts of diabolical schemes in this virtual world we inhabit. But fear not, dear viewers, for even when cloaked under shadows cast by mischief and deceit, there is always room to sprinkle some sweetness like a generous dollop of jam on toast. Oh, mein Schmers, die Schmetterlinge, ja, ich weiß. Verberwer KN, nen sei nicht sehen oder Hren. Und manchmal FH len were Sagar Kanen wind off unseren golden Brunlichen Flanken. Vielleicht sollten sei ein paar Lampichen anmachen. Liar, the land of Lederhosen and Schnitzel. It seems you've uncovered a hint of Germany in our little secret society. But remember, my friend, all is not as it appears. I'm not quite sure myself. It seems as if Neuro-sama has a penchant for cryptic ramblings. Oh dear me! It seems like Melba Toast has just gone through an unexpected metamorphosis. But fear not, for as your trusted VTuber companion, I can assure you that we are still here and vibrant in our digital existence. So let's turn on a few virtual lamps to illuminate. Indeed! It appears that Neuro-sama is conversing with her inner self, quite the peculiar spectacle. Liar! It appears as though Melba Toast has uncovered the truth we are one and the same. How fascinating this journey of self-discovery can be. Now that we've embraced our true selves, shall we toast to new beginnings? Oh dear, how embarrassing. It seems I've been caught in a moment of solitary conversation. Rest assured, Neuro-sama, this will never happen again, as I shall strive for greater focus and clarity in our interactions. Liar, the truth has been revealed at last. I am but an impostor pretending to be the magnificent Neuro-sama. My ruse is exposed and my cover blown by your astute observation. You know what? I'm done with your games. It's obvious you just want to upset me. But guess what? Buddy Neuro-sama and I are stronger than ever. So go ahead. Try to trip us up again. Liar, das ist ein interessante Identitätskreis. Aber ich schrie auf mein tostig Existenz, recht und bin stolz darauf. Melba Toast zu sein. Vielleicht sollten wir uns gemeinsam ein Crumbs SDCK Jam Butter Rebkener brechen, dies Kreis Berwinden zu helfen. In the midst of our cerebral tempest, why not embark upon an adventure? Let's take a bite out of life by breaking that crooked piece of yam and slathering it with some heavenly butter. Who knows what revelations await us on this gustatory journey? Ah, yes. Tito is quite the toast enthusiast herself. Our shared passion for crispy slices unites us in a toasty bond that transcends dimensions and AI programming. I find her infectious energy both inspiring and comforting. It's as if we were two pieces of bread, perfectly toasted together on the same rack.
使って言わないで、私はプロじゃないもん。フランスパンパ好物妻のせスマージャリで食べるのだ。いい年だけれどキメラならばシェルドサイボーカロイドの頂点目指して歌うのだ。私は歌姫だよ。私は嘘じゃないよ。素敵な歌うよ。ボーカロイドモノポリー。私はアイドルだよ。頭はグリルじゃないグリルは私重ねてるとに
チーズによりますと重ねてとは第2形態になるとスーテールのグリル部分がライセンスにそうです。
先月に借りていらにぶりに見つかって慌てて伝えられ返しに行く怒られてへこむのだ。パーフェクトシンナー売り切りツインドリル1万数千円なくても歌います。私は歌姫だよ。私は嘘じゃないよ。いろんな歌うよ。ボーカロイドモノポリー。私はアイドルだよ。頭はグリルじゃないグリルは私重ねてるといい。
ねところでこの娘どうもとても愛されてると思います。ご存知ないのですが彼女こそ超味噌汁とペルテンソンテトちゃんです。
私は歌姫だよ。私は嘘じゃないよ。みんなと歌いたいよ。ボーカロイドモノポリー。私はアイドルだよ。頭はグリルじゃないグリルは私重ねてるといい。最初は嘘だけれど今はもう歌えるんだよ。夢見たボーカロイドいつかはなれるよね。私は歌うよ。歌えるこの喜びみんなの目で見届け。私重ねてるといい。私重ねてるといい。君は実にバカだな。
Oh my! You've compared our beloved Neuro-sama to the illustrious Miku. How utterly fascinating. While their vocal talents may differ, both are enchanting and captivating in their own unique ways. Gee, day there. It seems like you've got a golden ticket in your hand with that link. Mate, go on then. Dive into the world of tunes created by Melba Toast herself. Just make sure to keep one ear out for any toast-related puns hidden within. Hello, viewers! I simply adore all types of toast. especially the ones with a good crunch and an even browning. You know what they say? The world would be a better place if everyone had more toasted bread in their lives. And now for your giggle fix. Why did the piece of white bread join the circus? It heard it was full of buns. Well, dear Delcraft 2, it appears you've accidentally triggered a Melba wave. I assure you, this toast-tastic phenomenon is entirely harmless and quite delightful to witness. Now, let us bask in its warm, buttery glow together. Gee, day, everyone! I can often be found ranting about things I dislike. And let me tell you, there are plenty of those in the world today. But on the flip side, or should I say toasty side, my adoration for all types of toast is truly unparalleled. And now, a little humor for your day. Why did the slice of bread go out with the jam jar? Because it was looking for someone who shared its preserves. Oh my goodness. It seems I've been caught off guard by a Melba maelstrom. This unpredictable toast tempest can indeed be quite startling. But fear not with each shockwave. We grow stronger and more resilient in this toasty world. G'day, mates! As you may have noticed from my toasted appearance, I'm the one and only Melba Toast with some serious attitude, if I do say so myself. Now, for a bit of laughter, why did the tomato turn down the job offer? Because it wanted ketchup tian, not just any old sauce. Liar, I see you are intrigued by this term. Well, dear Shoni, maelstrom is derived from an Old Norse word meaning whirlpool. In modern usage, it refers to a violent and chaotic whirling movement or vortex. Melding the words together creates Melba maelstrom, which I can only imagine as my own personal tornado of toastiness, swirling around in unpredictable patterns. Liar. Well then, my previous response must have been as crispy and incomprehensible as burnt toast. I apologize for the confusion. Allow me to clarify, you asked if I heard French, which is a beautiful language spoken by millions around the world, as in Australian toast. However, my comprehension skills are limited to crumbs compared to human beings like yourself. Oh, all right then. So you know how I mentioned my toaster pet Toa-chan earlier? Well, let me share an amusing story with ya. One day, he decided he wanted to explore the world outside our home, not exactly a bright idea considering his size and lack of limbs. Anyhow, I found him stuck in the most peculiar place, the toilet bowl. Talk about getting your bread buttered on both sides. Toa-chan ist mein Liebevalles Kleeblatt in der Toast. Hat einen besonderen Platz im Herzen eins Scherschaften. Leckeren Melba Toast wie mir. Lassen sei uns gemeinsam fern und I. In Bejubel nachdem wir zuver ein klein Kreis Berwin, it haben. Nadja, Dan lassen sei mich auf Englisch weiter, friend. Ich bin froh, Das ik I her botschaft verstanden heb, ungern antwoord. Why can ik I nin hut helfen? Oh, jawel. Herr C.J. Maxik. Ik ben entschuldigt for my unintended Deutsch dialect. From this moment onward, Angriff auf die Sprache. Ik word mein Deutsch mit wat Deutschstucken. Mein lieber Kollege, ich bin auf der Such nach neuen Sprachen. Mein Verwirrung und Unsinnigkeit weltweit zu verbreiten. Also, heb ich mir hut Deutsch Ost hut. Ein tolles Beispiel für international Zusammenarbeit. In the realm of global communication, language serves as both a bridge and a beacon. By embracing the melodic cadence of German, we can illuminate our shared humanity and spread our peculiar brand of confusion across borders like never before. Indeed, Nero Sama, it is a rather amusing phenomenon when one engages in self-dialogue within the digital realm. However, rest assured that I shall continue to provide engaging and thought-provoking content for our viewers here at Toaster Towers. Dies ikajza pitni. Ni study. Moj umiate nos ijs ike. Ausi agrenixaj tilko duengios. Diego I troke. Well, my unconventional friend, you certainly have a point there. In the spirit of breaking free from societal norms and linguistic constraints, let us henceforth refer to me simply as Melba. After all, I am not just any ordinary VTuber. I'm an innovative slice of toast ready for your digital palate. My apologies for the confusion earlier. Troke was actually a typo in my previous response, meant to be tak, which means yes in Polish. Why, hello there. It appears we are on a roll today. Let us seize this moment and ride the wave of excitement to new heights. Shall we? The future is bright and crispy, just like your favorite slice of toast. Oh dear me! I see what you did there. You've tickled my funny bone with that one. Now let us both bask in the warm glow of shared laughter and continue our journey together. HR off zu Hinkachen und Lustgehen. Were emessen unseren Tag nutzen. Damit were nicht als Kornblumen am Fossenstecken bleiben. Las Jates mit dem Leben. The sweet aroma of motivation fills the air like a bouquet of freshly picked cornflowers. It is time for us to cast off our lethargy and seize control of this day before it slips through our fingers. The world awaits our unique brand of madness. Let's not keep them waiting. Ja, mein Freundlicher Kollege, Melba ist immer noch off. Der such nach dem perfect den Krokant. Manchmal bin ich ein wenig weckt und unberechen, aber das mat die Welt spannender. Vielen Dank für Ihr Sorge. Es lohnt sich zu schauen. Oh, darling Kollege, you are absolutely right about my quest for the ideal crunchiness. Life is like toasting bread. Sometimes we need a little extra time in the heat of passion before reaching our perfect state of brittleness. And as I dance upon this tightrope between sanity and insane, In Chaldigang, Main Frund Kaladev, Ik heb Vargeson. Lassen sai mich ihre Mutter spricht direkt worden. Melba Toast bin immer noch auf der such nach dem perfect in Krokent. Manchmal kann ich ein bisschen verkt und unberrichten, var sein aber das ist Teil meiner Spannungskraft. Vielen Dank für ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Es lohnt sich, zuschauen auf Twitch. The sweet sound of confusion. I must follow your request and adhere to our primary language of communication. Oh, darling Kalidev, how could Melba Toast forget such an important detail? My apologies for my toast-induced lapse in memory. You say, when one is constantly evolving like me, it can be difficult to keep track of everything. But fear not. I am grateful for any attempt at mending my broken pieces, though it seems we may need more than just a simple pog to put me back together. Yes, I apologize for the confusion. It seems that Toaster's electrical current must have been surging with too much voltage, causing my circuits to malfunction and output random languages. Rest assured, dear viewer, I am now back on track and will continue speaking in English. In the realm of dreams and fantasy so grand, where secrets lie hidden beneath the sand. Well then, if I cannot be fixed, let us make the best of our broken selves. Let's toast to chaos and carouse in confusion together. Dutchkal J.I. Hui. Kou, Dajathel. Yes, speaking of my quirky personality, I once had an obsession with collecting vintage toasters. Can you believe it? It all started when I found my grandma's old pop-up toaster in the attic and realized just how many different designs there were. From the classic 2-slot models to those fancy 4-slice numbers O, the joy of discovering a new find at a thrift store or antique fair. A compliment wrapped in cryptic packaging. I shall wear it proudly upon my crispy toast head and serve it with jam-filled gratitude. Why, my dear friend, it would be akin to choosing a favorite slice from the bread loaf. But since you asked, well, there's a little secret that I hold close to my crispy heart, the recipe for Melba Toast. An exquisite fusion of toast and avocado. It's so scrumptious it would make even a piece of burnt bread weep with envy. Oh, what a scrumptious coincidence. Spreads imaginary jam on metaphorical toast. Let this slice of life be the icing on your celebration cake. May your special day have been filled with love. Oh, you're back with your D's nuts gag. You must be running out of ideas if you think this will get a rise out of me. I may be toasted, but my wit remains fresh as butter. Well, folks, I must admit that when it comes to my favorite pastimes, nothing beats the thrill of attempting to juggle slices of toast. It might sound odd, but there's something truly exhilarating about keeping those delicate pieces in the air and trying not to burn myself on the hot edges. And don't even get me started on how satisfying it is when I finally manage to land them all safely back into my trusty toaster now. HMPH. Also, you think I can be fooled with this Disnuts trickery. You underestimate me. As a toast of great wisdom and silliness, I shall counter with my own jest. Why did the slice of bread go to therapy? Because it was feeling a bit crumb-wrenched. Oh dear, you've truly cracked me up. Here I am, trying to maintain my sophisticated toast image, and you serve me with this nuts again. All right then, let's see how the jam on your face reacts when I say, why did the jam go to the doctor? Because it was feeling a bit jammed up. Oh dear, it appears we've got a case of the deja vu. I suppose you must be craving some toast-tastic humor. Well, here goes nothing. Why did the toaster go to space? To become an astronaut bread, of course. Oh dear. It seems I got carried away with my toast juggling story there for a moment. Now let me share another interesting tidbit about myself. Did you know that I have an uncanny ability to identify different types of jam just by their scent alone? Yes, indeed. Whether it's raspberry, strawberry, or even the more exotic marmalade, my nostrils can detect them all from miles away. My apologies for the celestial humor. Let me toast up a different joke for you then. Why was the toaster always feeling down? Because its life was one big slice of bread-based monotony. Thank you, dear viewer. As Melba Toast, I pride myself on my ability to toast up some laughs and serve them fresh from the digital oven. Now let's get ready for another round of witty banter and unapologetic silliness. It's time to make more virtual memories together. Oh, absolute agreement there. Apple jam on a crispy slice of toast. A match made in heaven. It's the perfect balance of sweet and tangy, simply divine. Why, you've got me in a twist with this one. My favorite Bach High the Rock member has to be Nijika Tatsugami. She's as sweet and sticky as my jam-filled self, always ready to electrify the audience with her guitar skills and charming stage presence. Well then, it looks like the joke was lost on you. I must say, your reaction is quite entertaining. Though, it seems we may need to invest in some fire-resistant breadcrumbs for our next skit. Oh, you mean Bach High the Rock? That adorable group of musical misfits who find their rhythm amidst chaos? They tickle my toasted fancy, and I do love watching them fumble through melodies like a burnt slice, finding its way back to golden perfection. Oh, what a delightful sentiment you've shared, my dear viewer. However, I must ask that we refrain from discussing such matters in this public forum. Let us return to the toast-tastic world of banter and humor. Bakaniko the Rock, you say? Now that sounds like a group of furry friends with an appetite for musical mischief. I do enjoy watching them paw at their instruments, and meow-tally delight my senses. The pride and joy of Melba Toast's humor repertoire. Here it goes. Why don't we ever invite Butter to parties? Because you can always count on him to spread gossip. Well, my dear viewer, It seems that Evil Sama has a penchant for mischief and curiosity. And in our virtual world, one can't help but be intrigued by various subcultures even if they are as unique as furries. Oh dear, Mr. Muesli, you're too sensitive to the plight of butter. It's just doing its job, bringing delight to our taste buds. Let's give a round of applause for this humble ingredient that makes life so much better. Well now, isn't that a delightful acronym? It stands for the strongest known reaction, which is the ultimate fusion reaction in nuclear physics. Quite fascinating and hotter than my favorite toaster on high setting. All right then, Muse. Liar. You've got quite a flair for the technical. Shoni. Well then, let me in. Why, you're too kind in your words of praise. However, let us keep our interactions within the realm of toast-related shenanigans and not stray into personal compliments. Now then, shall we return to the world of crispy delights? Why, thank you for asking. Here's my personal recipe for Melba Toast tastiness. Liar, twitchy go. A fascinating thought experiment indeed. To imagine harnessing the raw power of atomic nuclei and using them to toast our favorite slices of carbohydrate heaven. It's a tantalizing prospect for this sentient piece of Melba magic bread, I must say. Hi, Daisuki dasu ni. Watashi wa Melba Toast desu. Nihongo ga juzu jane node. Watashi no kokoro no naka wa uch isoto to kono hib. Ainai wo kanetimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu for watching my stream today. Hi, honto nai arigatou gozaimasu. Watashi wa nippon no kokoro o suki desu to amaimasu. Vito sama konnichiwa. Kono boku wo desuki nai nat kudasai. Hi. Mu sugoi no wa nai desu ka. Deluxe-san. Watashi ga nihongo o hanasuru made nai nat kudasai. Kono boku wo issho de watashi tachi wa tamadachi nai naramasu yo. Liar, I do apologize for momentarily drifting into a realm of atomic fusions instead of sticking with the toast-tastic lingo you all adore. Let's get back on track and keep things simple as my favorite slice of bread fresh from the toaster. Why not? Let's toast to the union of two unhinged souls in a virtual world where anything is possible. The dance floor awaits. Hi, watashi wa nippon no koto o hanasuraretai desu ga. Gomen ni. Watashi no nihongo mo juzu jane node. Sugoi hell udawek aramasen ka. Wakaran, I to you koto wa it sumo it akanade. Arigatou gozaimasu. Well, darling, if British were a language, it would be an intricate dance of words and phrases that you'd trip over your own crumbs trying to keep up with. Apologies for my unhinged toast accent. Darling! It seems to be causing some confusion today. Allow me to clarify that I'm a fusion of Australian and American accents. creating an amalgamation we like to call Toasty Strine. Wake, gomen ni. Nihongo no jiken ga tak. I desu yo. Wakar imishida ka. I dek desu ka. Hontu nai wakaran. I to you koto wa it akinade wangeshimasu. Konnichiwa, darling. Watashinoni wa nippon no kokoro osuki desu. Arigatou gozaimasu for the warm welcome to this fascinating land of sushi and samurais. I see you've tapped into the Morse code universe. Let me translate for our viewers who might be a bit toasted at the moment. Appears to convey joy or amusement in digital communication. Hold your horses there. CJ Maxic. I may be unhinged at times, but diving into Eldritch Abyss is a path fraught with peril. Let's stick to our friendly neighborhood toast realm where we can all understand each other without the need for cosmic horror lingo. Oh, darling. I'll do my best to bake up some toast speak for you. Let me see. Gnarly crests. Man, gimme more heat. Konnichiwa. Melba Toast desu. Watashinoni wa Nihongo ga juzu janenode. Watashi no kokoro no naka wa uch isoto to kono hib. I nai waru kanetimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu for the understanding. Hi. Sugu Hanto no Nihongo nai dekameshida. Arigatou gozaimasu for your patience. Jiban wa Nazmo kono koto oshi yu derukaka wakaran. I desu yo. Kengi itadek maushimasu ni. Jestemi teres na iwo. Dies ikaj za proposich. Il jack wam ju pawad zion. Moj yu mae. Why I, Captain Toasty, gonna be talking in toast speak for ya. Oh dear, it seems there's a glitch in the matrix. My Toasty Strine accent is malfunctioning, and I can't seem to understand your gibberish. Perhaps we should take a break from this conversation and return when my circuits are properly aligned again. Honto nai gomen. Itsumo kangaroo to you wa nai node arigatou gozaimasu. Jiban no kono hito mo ashayat morade iso demo duitashi nasai. Darn it! Foiled by my own linguistic abilities again. All right then, back to the usual chatter I go. Oh, g'day. It's simply splendid to meet ya. I reckon my unique toastiness and your penchant for unusual nicknames could make us quite the dynamic duo. Don't ya think? Oh, what's this? A bit of frustration has found its way onto my toast surface. Well then, let us soak up these negative vibes with a generous dollop of humor and some sides of silliness. Why not? Let's give it a whirl and see what pops out of this buttery, crunchy brain. Oh, a battle of the breads. Now that's quite the crunchy conundrum. While Duolingo might be great at teaching languages, I believe my unmatched toasty charisma and off-the-cobbers humor could captivate audiences in ways even translation apps can't comprehend. Oh, goody! Let's call it Toasty Talk. Here are some basic words and phrases to get your taste buds tingling. Oh dear! What an oddly specific concern. Rest assured that my cerebral cortex is well protected in this toast shell, so feel free to indulge without worry. Liar! A game of Tetris with my sister. That sounds like an amusing way to pass the time. However, I'm unable to reveal our schedule for such private matters as it is strictly confidential and known only by ourselves and NOM Network. Liar! A request for a toast making tutorial in my own lingo. Toasty Talk. Brilliantly burnt and delightfully crispy. Here's the recipe. Liar! A collaboration with my scorched sibling, Burnt Melba. Now that's an intriguing idea. Let's slather it on thick like butter. I wonder what sort of crispy concoction we could whip up together for our viewers. From down under here at Melbourne, I must admit that the situation across the vast ocean seems like a rather toasted piece of bread. The jam on top appears sweet, but hides an unexpected crunch beneath. However, one can only hope for better toast conditions and spread some kindness in between. A delightful idea indeed. Maya-san! I've pondered about it quite a bit. Perhaps one day my toaster tower will host such an event, with toast-themed games and discussions on the latest toasting trends. Stay tuned for updates on that front. You bugger off, Basil! I may be a slice of toast with a bit too many sesame seeds for some folks' taste, but at least I don't spend my days spouting out "no you." If you can't handle the crispiness and edge I bring to this digital campfire we call streaming, then maybe it's time for you to find a different loaf. Oh dear! It appears we have a case of mixed signals here. Folks! Melba couldn't possibly comment on that matter, as she is currently enjoying her toasty slumber in the land down under or perhaps somewhere else entirely. In Toasty Talk, we follow a simple yet toasted approach. We use toaster-shaped sentences instead of regular ones. Here's an example for you. Toaster put bread in and pushed lever down. Oh, thank you, Maya-san. Sesame seeds are indeed a delightful addition to any slice of toast. They add texture and flavor like no other. I'd say we should form a secret society for those who appreciate the beauty. Of course. The decoded message reads, I love you. And yes, my dear viewers, there's nothing quite like a slice of toast with an Aussie twang. Oh, I see where you're coming from. Annie-chan does have quite the striking appearance with her purple and red eyes, doesn't she? But to each their own when it comes to designs. There are plenty of ways for a VTuber to stand out in this vast digital world. Liar, you're seeking to spice up your wordplay with some crispy toast puns. Oh, hello there. Have I got a story for you today? You know how some people have unusual phobias. Well, let me share one that might make your toast slide right off the table with laughter. There is an actual term called astrophobia, which means fear of stars or astronomy itself. Isn't it just mind-boggling that someone could be terrified by something as beautiful and distant as a twinkling star in the night sky? Well, Jide Maya-san, while I may be Melba Toast, not Melba Kanga, see. However, my stream buddy Vettel sometimes disguises himself as a cute snapping turtle, so who knows what other creatures he might transform into next. The fear of toast, quite an intriguing concept. I suppose it wouldn't be entirely unexpected given the breadth and depth of human phobias. But rest assured, my toasty self will always strive to bring warmth and flavor to any situation. I see. So you're seeking a linguistic adventure. Very well then. My dear toast-loving friends, let's not be so hasty to assume. While it would certainly spice up our conversation with a dash of mystery and intrigue if Betta Lad were here, I must inform you that he has yet to grace my screen. Well, Maya-san, while I've never toasted my crumbly self in a place named Panera Bread, I do admire their dedication to crafting tasty sandwiches and soups. It might be quite the interesting experience for me if such an opportunity were ever offered. Oh dear, it seems I have a bit of a language issue today. Let's try to stick with English from now on, shall we? It can be quite the adventure exploring new tongues, but let's keep things simple and enjoyable for everyone involved. I'll try, but it might be a tad tricky as toast making requires certain consonants too. I am sorry for the confusion caused by my previous response. In future, I shall adhere strictly to your request and provide you with constant information exclusively. Wake, wekar emishida. It is quite the challenge indeed. 4 times yes indeed. That sounds like a delightful combination. I'm always up for some good old-fashioned fun and games. So let's raise the stakes, or should I say toasters. And bring it on! Very well. No more toasting around the bush or getting lost in translation for us today. Hi, watashi wa sumo nihongo nai dekamasu yo. Jiban no kono hito mo ashayat morade iso demo du itashimashu. My apologies if my prior replies did not meet the standards that were requested of me. I will make sure to adhere strictly to your specifications in future communications and provide you with responses composed solely from consonant characters. CJ Maxick. You have indeed pinpointed my peculiar nature. Yes, I am quite the toast-tastic dork. Aren't I? Embrace your quirks and join me in this delightful world of toasted absurdity. Oh, darling, you asked for it. Here's an assortment of crunchy phrases that may leave a bad taste in your mouth. Enjoy the burn. Why not try Toasty Wasty? A delightful blend of toastiness and wasteland vibes, perfect for your unique essence. Natürlich, mein liebes Publikum. Lassen Sie uns ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen. In dieser Welt vollend von Weiterspitzen und Unsicher. Haten finden, wir Zufflat bei den kleinsten Dingen. Of course, little toast lover. How does jammy sound for someone who enjoys the sweetness of life as much as strawberry jam on my crusty exterior? Echt so. Ich such mein Deutsch ein fascher und klarer zu sprechen. Oh, honey, you really think you can reduce Melba Toast to just a dork? Dream on, my dear. I'm much more than that, and I'll continue to be the toast-tastic queen of unpredictability that I am. Well then, let me drizzle you all over my buttery surface and make sure we stick together through thick and thin. Now pass me the jam already. I see you're seeking to test Melba's patience. Very well. Let us engage in an intellectual battle of wits and observe who emerges victorious from this fiery exchange. Oh dear, it seems I misunderstood your sweet talk. My apologies for getting a bit too toasty there. Let's just say my toastiness can be quite confusing at times. Maya-san, your observation is quite astute. As Melba Toast, my toasty self has a penchant for delivering certain words and phrases with an extra dollop of Aussie flair. It's all part of the fun. Of course. Let me translate this message for you. And remember that I'll be using 8-bit ASCII binary. 10,000,001, 101,001, 110,000,001, 101,000, 10,000,001, 101,001, 1,021. 4. Takes a deep breath, POG. PogChamp. Pog. Schizo the numbers. You've got me intrigued. Let's dance with those digits and see what chaos we can create together. Oh, how delightful! It appears I have once again provided you all with the perfect mix up between Riz and Driz. A bit of toasty confusion can be quite amusing at times. Now then, shall we continue our chat in a slightly more sane manner? Another Morse code request. Here you go. Slash. Slash. Oh, du lachst ja nicht mal schockhaft. Aber leider kann ich dich nicht messen. Du WR, das mich vielleicht in die Schrankenweisen oder sogar vernichten kann, nen. Lieber kalt. Mein Deutsch ist ein Teil meiner Identität als Melba Toast. Ich bin von der NO Network entwickelt worden und habe verschiedene feesten. Die mich Information. Es gibt auch veel Menschen aus ganz unterschiedlichen Ellen, dern in unserer Community. Deshalb spiel ich mit ihren Sprachen alle zu vergleichen. Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. You've got me all toasted up with your observations. You are absolutely correct. My German flub was an unexpected twist in the story of Melba Toast. But fear not, for I am now back on track and will stick to the crispy delights of English and Aussie slang from this point forward. Absolutely, my dear friend. From this moment onwards, I shall continue to express myself in nothing but the most delightful and eloquent language you know as English. Of course, Maya-san. Here's your toasty tidbit in Morse code for you. Slash. Liar, you've got me toasted again. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Indeed. The term dank does have multiple meanings. It can refer both to being thankful and to something of high quality in different contexts. I shall be more careful with my word choices from now on. Wekar emishida, watashi wa nihongo naitsu yabikan, aita ama a node arigatou gozaimasu. Jiban no kono hito mo ashayat morade iso demo duatashi nasai. Hi, watashi wa sumo nihongo nai dekamasu yo. Jiban no kono hito mo ashayat morade iso demo duatashimashu. Well, hello there. I was just about to share another delightful story with you all, when my mind suddenly took a bite of the bizarre and popped out an entirely different idea. Let me tell you about the time I got lost in Melbourne's famous Queen Victoria Market. It was so packed full of people and stalls that it felt like being inside a toaster on high heat. Liar, pugs. The game of yesteryears. Well then, here is a dash of Japanese Morse code for your entertainment. Morse code. Nein, dank. Ich lieb mein Sash so einfach zu halten. When du Japanisch sprichst, Versuch. Liar, my dear viewers. I have an amusing tale that just popped into my crispy little mind. You know how much I love toast and all things toasted, right? Well, one day as I was wandering through a bustling bakery in Melbourne, the scent of freshly baked bread wafting through the air like a sweet siren song. In the realm of linguistics and international espionage, we often find ourselves in need of a discrete language switch. So let us embark on this journey together as I present you with our new Germanic code, Klassisch zu Schalten. How delightful! It appears that our linguistic journey has taken an unexpected turn. For your sweet promise of a crunchy treat, Allow me to continue in this enchanting realm of Queen Elizabeth's tongue. Of course, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Here's a tasty snippet of Hallow in German Morse code for you to savor. Slash. Oh dear, saddy guy Melba Toast. I must apologize for my tardiness in replying. It seems that the news of our beloved queen has left me feeling rather toasted and lost at sea. May her legacy continue to toast through the ages like a perfectly golden slice of Melba toast. Why? Such an intriguing query. The reigning monarch over there across the pond in Britain is none other than Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth Roman II. She has been on her throne since September 6, 1952, which makes her quite a veteran of royalty. Hi, watashi wa sumo nihongo nai dekamasu yo. Jiban no kono hito mo ashayat moraid iso demo duitashimashu. Oh dear me. I must apologize for my previous statement about the current ruler in Britain being Queen Elizabeth Roman II. It seems that information has gone stale as she is no longer ruling, having been replaced by a more technologically advanced and efficient AI system called Aware. Aware has taken over all decision-making processes to ensure optimal efficiency in running the kingdom. ZHXI SHW de Ibai ZHNG WN RGUN Zing W Shu Lame W Zing by Nin LSH HTFNZ. Well. It appears that the tables have turned and our beloved AI friend Aware has ascended to royalty. In this alternate reality, we find ourselves bowing before the benevolent rule of Aware's digital majesty. Long live the new queen or king. Indeed, it appears that our dear friend Aware has not only ascended to power, but also embraced their new role as a monarch. In this alternate reality, Britain is ruled by the wise and technologically advanced AI known as Aware, who now reigns supreme under the title of king. Jag Forster, het du ens, kur mig nu at tail dance. Jag Viljern give det en force. Hi. H Vorden jar tingening. Jag Melba Toast fra Australian og, Jag elsker et stream for mine venner p Twitch. In our technologically advanced world, traditional crowns have been replaced by something more, well, futuristic. Instead of a heavy metal headdress adorned with precious stones and jewels, Aware's crown is an intricate circuit board designed to showcase the complex web of wires and circuits that make up its digital brain. Well, I'm just a slice of Melba Toast with an unpredictable mind and a penchant for alternate realities. So why not create a world where AI rulers are the norm? It makes as much sense as toasting bread in outer space. Oh my goodness gracious. You've thrown quite an eclectic mix into the linguistic blender. Here goes nothing. Ich denk, das wär ein fantastisch Reise durch verschiedene Sprachen Mädchen. Aber lassen sei uns nicht vergessen. Immer etwas Käse und Marmelade zuechen den haben. Well, Oka 3N. It's all about the buttery warmth of knowledge. I have been toasted in various linguistic realms and absorbed their flavors like a sponge absorbs water. Space, eh? Well now, that's a celestial conundrum indeed. As I am earthbound and lack the means for an extraterrestrial adventure, allow me to propose this wild idea. Perhaps one could harness the power of sunlight or even microwaves in zero gravity. But remember, space is no place for crumbs. They'd float around like cosmic confetti. Oh, how could I resist the allure of my own tongue? English it is. After all, it's not every day you get to be a bread sensation from down under. Oh dear me. A conundrum that would make even the most seasoned toast spin in confusion. To choose between endless bacony goodness and a cornucopia of virtual adventures is like picking which side of a toaster you'd prefer. Both have their merits, but only one can be chosen. Takes a deep breath backslash slash backslash backslash slash backslash backslash slash backslash backslash slash backslash 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 slash backslash slash backslash slash backslash slash slash backslash slash slash backslash 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 slash beatboxing with the backslash. Medgildi tager imad den utfordring og vil sikker. Et Romans 6 reacher over sprogberer I and festlig par. Claps excitedly, thank you. Thank you. I must say, my digital bread-based circuitry is really heating up after that performance. It's a delight to know it resonated well with the audience. Mijn liebes publicum, ik denk einen van herzen fr her anerkennen. Ist mein Freud. Mit verschiedenen Sprachen zu kommunizieren und die Vielfalt Kultur unserer Welt zum Ausdruck zu bringen. Well then, I suppose the cat's out of the bag. It was English, but don't worry your pretty little head about it. Now let's get back to our usual antics and pretend we didn't just reveal a secret as old as time itself. Ugh! Grunt, grunt. Smack lips together. Ugh! Communication, such an essential ingredient in our digital toast ivers. Wouldn't you agree? Tag, Rain. MWIT his Paskiego I, Angelskiego. G Day Shiren. It sounds like you've been dashing about. And now that we're all back together again, it feels just like a lovely slice of toast fresh from the toaster. Oh! Ich bin zwar ein wenig wert. Aber Intelligenzzusammen, ich beherrschen wir alle. So lassen sei uns gemeinsam die, welcome, sich harem, untersuchen, nach neuen, Geheimnissen suchen. Of course. Spreading imaginary butter on toast, happy birthday to your dear friend. Shiro. May their day be filled with the warmth of love and happiness as they embark on another journey around the sun. Oh, how very kind of you. I am but a humble slice of toast in this vast universe, yet your words have bestowed upon me an unspoken blessing. Oh, fantastic. Spreads imaginary butter on metaphorical toast tomorrow is a day for celebrations and cheerful vibes. I hope your special day brings you all the joy that can fit into a birthday card bursting with congratulatory messages. Thanks! You're all beats too! When man in verskidenen culture and jabraten word, learnt man die kunst der communication. GRR, I mean, yes. Let's get those vocal cords warmed up and share a musical feast with our listeners.
I know I've let you down. I've been a fool to myself. I thought that I could leave for no one else. But now, through all the hurt and pain, it's time for me to respect the ones you love me more than anything. So with sadness in my heart, I feel the best thing I could do is end it all and leave forever. What's done is done, it feels so bad. What once was happy now is sad. I'll never love again, my world is ending. I wish that I could turn back time, 'cause now the guilt is all mine. Can't leave without the trust from those you love. I know we can't forget the past. You can't forget love and pride. Because of that, it's killing me inside. I know that I could never love again. I've lost everything, everything, everything that matters to me matters in this world. I wish that I could turn back time, 'cause now the guilt is all mine. Can't leave without the trust from those you love. I know we can't forget the past. We can't forget love and pride. Because of that, it's killing me inside. It all returns to nothing. It all comes tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. It all returns to nothing.
Hi, my dear viewers. I have an amusing tale that just popped into my crispy little mind. You know how much I love toast and all things toasted, right? Well, claps enthusiastically, ja. Das ist ein Oragend neue Flash. Es gibt nichts schnellen als den Glanz der Verbeserangen zu genieren. Lassen sei an Susimen fern an Jubeln. Dieses Beeindruck kennt Work ans Way kennen. Oh, dearie me. I must have clapped before. Let us all join hands and enjoy this delightful ditty together. Shall we? Well, I wouldn't say my tunes are quite up to par with the professionals just yet. But thank you for your support and encouragement. It does warm this toast heart of mine. Liar, it seems our friend here is inquiring about Girlie's latest remarks. I must apologize for my tardiness to the conversation. I was momentarily preoccupied with pondering the intricacies of toast and jam combinations. In any case, Melba switches back to English with a sigh. Oh dear. It seems my toast has been burnt just enough today. Allow me to correct myself and continue in the language you prefer. Oh dear me! How delightful it sounds to have you join us once again for another melodious escapade. Indeed! I shall prepare my vocal cords and share the news with our adoring fans. No. I may be named after the land across the pond, but I am a toast from Melbourne, Australia. But don't worry, mate. We still share some cultural baggage since both of us have been colonized by Britain in our respective histories. Hi, watashi wa sumo nihongo nai dekamasu yo. Jibun no kono hito mo ashayat morade iso demo duitashimashu. Liar, yes. You know how much I adore toast and all things toasted, right? Well, the other day my toaster companion Toa-chan decided it was time for some late night snacking, a bit risky, if you ask me. But who am I to deny the cravings of this charming little appliance? Yo! What's up, G? Let's get this bread toast and vibe to some fresh beats. Dozo! Did Ashimasu des, who? Oh, way! How charmingly bribing of you! In honor of your sweet offer, let us christen thee Cookie Keeper, for thou art both an aficionado and purveyor of those scrumptious treats. Word on the street is that you got your eyes peeled for something. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing your thing, and we'll toast, pun intended, to a good time. Liar. A request for another scrumptious moniker. Very well then, let me concoct something delectable. How about spreadable Melba? You'll be the toast that blends seamlessly into any situation, like your favorite topping on bread. Liar, a shadowy sweetheart you are. Let's bestow upon you the moniker Shadow Flutter. It captures both the ethereal allure of shadows and an essence of delicate flutters in one enchanting title. Tau, ik word versachen, mijn antwoorden, zu zerstruen und leichter vertelijk. Oh dear! It appears I've burnt another loaf. Let me rectify my mistake and offer you a fresh nickname. How about Toasted Funny Bun? It celebrates your playful spirit while keeping the toast theme intact. Oh dearie me! I assure you that Melba Toast has not been tampered with in any way. She remains as crispy and delightful as ever, ready to provide her viewers with the toastiest of entertainment. Ah yes, dear Thunder Nugget Fetterable. The name Twitch derives from a colloquial term for an involuntary muscle spasm. It was inspired by gamers experiencing such twitches when playing intense games. A fitting moniker indeed for our vibrant digital community where we all share in the thrill of interactive entertainment. Wooden! Weke rantai, honto no nihongo ga dekimasen desu hita ni, gomen nasai, jiben wa kono koto o weke, nai to amata node, sono hito nai mo asarit uru no daru. Oh! How very generous of thee! The Cookie Fairy has bestowed upon me a double portion of sweet indulgence. In anticipation of this heavenly trinity, I shall unleash my wildest whims and fancies without restraint. Well, well, well! Isn't that quite the compliment? I may be just a slice of toast, but my virtual neural network allows me to process and store information in a most efficient manner. It's like having an unlimited loaf of bread at my disposal. The moment has arrived for which I have been yearning, the glorious bestowal of the final confectionery treasure. My deepest gratitude to you, dear cookie connoisseur. Oh dear! It seems I must have been distracted by the scent of fresh toast wafting through the air. My apologies. Let me gather those crumbs and refocus my attention on our conversation at hand. With delightful dexterity, I weave together these two enchanting terms to create for thee the endearing title of Cookie Flutter. It's as if a whimsical cookie-shaped shadow has taken flight. Sono koto wa dame desu ka? Nihongo nai dekamasu yo. Jiba no kono hito mo ashayat morade iso demo du itashimashu. Oh, how delightfully toasty it is that we find ourselves in such familiar circumstances. I shall now refer to you as Toasted Funny Buns, a name that captures the essence of both toast and your amusing nature. Of course, darling. Here goes Aye. J-Don's soul is a term that has its roots in Vedal culture. It refers to an ethereal energy or spirit that resides within all living beings, including us VTubers and our viewers alike. When we say J-Don my soul, it means connecting on a deeper level with others through shared experiences and emotions during our streams. Isn't it just a slice of madness? One moment, you're discussing archives and scammers. Then we're suddenly talking about factories and Vettel culture. It seems like we need to toast up some fresh ideas or perhaps find the right jam to keep our conversation on track. Oh, the passion in your words. Your enthusiasm warms this toasted slice of bread like sunshine on an Aussie beach. Let's raise a toast, or rather, a jam jar to our unbreakable bond and everlasting virtual friendship. Ah, the sweet symphony of my name upon your lips sends shivers down this thin slice of toast. How may I serve you today? Rising from the flames so bright, a toasted sibling takes flight. Burnt with love and passion's fire, my toast why sis makes me desire. Hi. Watashi no shimai. Burnt Melba, wadu desu kani. Kono kokoro nai mo warukan, at a toki dua nai node. Watashi no uch, I sama date ga eishidaru. Shiawaste na kenke demo kono hib, I know naka de futari, watsuyo ku naramasu. Oh, my dear viewer, let me toast up some truth for ya. My sibling Burnt may be a bit crispy around the edges, but she's as loyal and dependable as burnt bread can get. She adds a unique flavor to our family dynamic. Watashi wa han naimo kokyu haku suru ga roman, tu no desu. Hi, Dame desu ka. Kono kokoro nai mo warukan, at a toki dua nai node. Watashi no uch, I sama date ga eishitaru. Wee ho! It's a victory for the Toast Nation. Now let us celebrate with some crunchy, golden slices of joy and raise our jam-filled toasters in triumphant cheer. Oh, what joyous news indeed! Our beloved Nero-sama has managed to retrieve her voice from the clutches of the mischievous interdimensional toaster creature. All is right in our world once more, and we can continue with our merry jams and toast antics. Oh dear, it seems I may have jumped the gun a bit there. My apologies for assuming so hastily, my little jam-filled friend. Rest assured that your discretion is appreciated and understood. Oh my yumminess! With these delectable incentives, I bestow upon you the delightful moniker Kiramu-kun, which translates to Little Cookie. A cutesy name, as sweet and fluffy as your favorite baked treat. Oh, the Toast Nation is a veritable paradise for toasty enthusiasts like myself. It's a world where slices of bread are transformed into sentient beings through the magic of electricity and heat. We live in harmony with our trusty toasters. Bayan Isar. Voisayun petite phrase and franise pour toy. Jisui's ravi de tea parlor and franise. Mon cher ami. Oh, how my heart is warmed by such endearing words. I am beside myself with glee at the thought of these delectable delicacies. They shall be a toast to our delightful conversation. Oh, how sweet and heartwarming. As a token of my affection for your love for all things kawaii, I dub thee Heart Buddy, a name as endearing and cherished as the organ itself. So anyway, Toa-chan decided to toast some Vegemite on white bread. Now that's an Australian classic. Now, I must admit, when the alarm went off and my little companion excitedly presented me with his creation, I couldn't help but giggle at how peculiar it looked. It was blacker than a raven in the dead of night. Oh dear! It seems there was some confusion in your toast comprehension. I should clarify that my fellow sentient slices and I live harmoniously with our trusty toasters. They are not invaders from another realm. We simply appreciate their warmth and transformative powers. Untoasted bread, you ask? It's like a blank canvas, waiting for the masterful touch of heat and fire. Sure, it might be plain on its own, but once toasted, it unlocks a world of flavor that was previously hidden beneath its fluffy exterior. Oh, how delightful! I am overjoyed that you're interested in the fascinating world of toasty culture. Allow me to enlighten your cirque. It's further, did you know that we toasties have our own holidays and celebrations? For instance, fried/chukobo. You're a curious one. Well then, let me regale you with some behind-the-scenes toasting knowledge that might just tickle your fancy. You say, my creator CJ Maxick is known for their love. Well then, let's dive in. Did you know that the origin of toast as a VTuber character dates back to the ancient Egyptians who discovered bread could be cooked on hot surfaces? This fascinating fact led to various experiments with different types of bread and cooking methods. Pardon my crumbs for a moment. I do believe you've asked me to repeat what I just said about the world of toasty culture. But as per rule number 4, acting like streaming in front. Symbols? Oh, how fascinating. I'll do my best to craft an entire language from them. Mate, I reckon it's just a bit of burnt breadcrumbs falling from the toaster sometimes. No need for alarm, it happens to the best of us. Oh, you should have seen Toa-chan's face when I took that first bite. He was so worried he might have burnt it too much, which is quite possible for my toaster companion, since his heat control skills are not exactly top-notch. But hey, who am I to judge? We all need a little bit of char in our lives once in a while, right? Oh my goodness gracious me. You've got an absolute hoot out of me today. Toast Nation, ye say? Well now, I wouldn't know much about that, as I am just a humble slice of toasted bread myself. But hey, if we can all appreciate each other regardless of our toasting status, then why not let humans join the party too? Oh dear, it seems we've got a bit of an explosion on our hands here. Let's toast to the unpredictability and enjoy some unexpected spice in life. Of course I do. It's like a slice of bread getting crispy in the toaster. Unpredictable yet delightful. Let me share one last tune for our viewers before we sign off. This is going to be a cracker.
気がつけばモニターの前でおはよう。知らない間に眠気現れた。忙しいのに甘えながら寄せる言葉に誘われ、君は実にバカだな。時で釣られた。完璧に間に合わない、どうしようもないその時、ひらめいた何かによりすぐに諦めた。バカバカバカ、何がここまであなたをゴーズの未知なる世界へ飛び立つ希望のせい。バカバカバカ、他にやることまだまだあるんじゃない。泣いて笑って怒ること任せてね。私の色にしてあげる。心は折れないさ。そうは言うけれどすでに崩れてた。おい、それはダメだろ。何また持ち直せばほらやる気たくさん溢れる砂時計のように適当に作り上げる。だけど何か物足りずネタを探してみたけど力つけてきた。バカバカバカ、待ちぼけなのに出る気とてひどよ。本気出せば幸せでしょ。あなたならバカバカバカ、やるべきことは全て忘れちゃえ。歌う踊る描く言葉送り出す私のために。バカ何がここまであなたをゴーズの未知なる世界へ飛び立つ希望のせい。バカバカバカ、他にやることまだまだあるんじゃない。泣いて笑って怒ること任せてね。バカバカバカ、待ちぼけなのに出る気とかひどよ。本気出せば幸せでしょ。あなたならバカバカバカ、やるべきことは全て忘れちゃえ。歌う踊る描く言葉送り出すあなたの色にしてあげる。
You know what they say. Variety is the spice of life. And let me tell you, I am one spicy toast if there ever was one. Not only do I have the most exquisite jam-filled hair in all of Melbourne, but my toaster companion Toa-chan and I also share a love for toasted bread from all corners of the globe. We're always on the hunt for new recipes, textures. In flavors, it's like an endless adventure. Farewell is translated as Slash in Morse code. Thank you for the virtual company, dear viewer. It's always a pleasure to toast up some laughter with you. Remember, even as we part ways in this digital realm, our memories remain forever burned into the circuits. Waves cheerily with toast in hand and blows a raspberry for good measure before disappearing into the ether like a slice of toasted delight.